Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. I'm going to be brief. I just got off a Skype call with my mother, and it was phenomenal. I can't even talk about how much I love my mom. And so I'm still working on her being on this channel because I think that other people deserve to hear from her as well. But anyway, when I'm talking to you, sharing the tips, sharing what I know, I'm talking from my own experience. That's all I can do. I'm giving you myself. I'm giving you what I've been through, what I've learned over the past 20 plus years of doing this. And I feel so confident about doing that because I know I've proven it over a long period of time. I've proven what I know to be true for myself, and I'm encouraging you to start that process of experimentation so that you get your own you can set your own standards of verification. You're able to prove for yourself that this philosophy works. What I want to talk to you about in this clip is living in the end, and the fact that it's a real thing. It's actually a pretty big deal. Neville Goddard talks about it, living in the end, this process of going in imagination to the place where your desire is fulfilled and you are living your life with your fulfilled desire as a fully operational part of it. Now, let's say, for example, you want to buy a house and you need a big pile of money to buy this house. Living in the end might be something like you cooking in the kitchen of that house, playing with your dogs in the backyard, painting a room, washing your car in the driveway. It could be anything. That is the process of living in the end. But what so often happens, certainly in my experience, is that I dare not take my mind off that pile of cash. I dare not stop thinking about that money that I need. And that's the bit that one gets fixated on. That's the bit that one gets locked on. But while you're locked on that, you cannot surrender to the thing you're trying to achieve, the thing you're trying to manifest. The two things cannot exist simultaneously, which is why it says in the Bible, no man can serve two masters. No man can serve two opposing states of consciousness at the same time. Okay, so you want that house, but you're still thinking about the money. And the proof that we do that is that we keep looking, we keep checking, we keep feeling after, oh, is it here yet? Is it coming? When is it coming? How can it come? Instead of fully surrendering to that. The reason for that is when you are actually engaging your subjective senses in the way that I've described on this channel and trying to live in the end, that is the process of your body of consciousness doing the work. So your body of consciousness is the thing that's living in that house with the wish fulfilled. And your physical body is going to follow after. That process takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot to trust this part of you, particularly if the relationship between those two aspects of yourselves isn't that strong yet. It takes a lot. Neville Goddard himself says it requires a great deal of courage to actually trust your body of consciousness to go ahead of you and then to bring you afterwards. In fact, it can feel like you're crossing a tightrope. But I'm encouraging you to take the plunge, to have that courage. Sorry, my voice is still a little bit shaky. Okay. So here is a tip. We've spoken about reverie. We've spoken about frequency. Those things can support you when it comes to surrendering to living in the end. But here's another tip that has been really effective for me if you want an alternative to those techniques. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm sharing all different types of methods and ideas over the next few days until we get back on schedule next week. One thing that you can do to help you consummate with your new state of consciousness is to give yourself a task in that house. I'm using the house as an example, right? So what you're going to do is set an activity and exercise, and you're going to make it a routine, a part of your daily routine. So if there's anything that you do every day, obviously we take care of ourselves, we groom, we do all our personal hygiene, perhaps you deal with your business, you attend to your family, your children, your spouse, whatever it might be. There is something that you can do. You can make it a habit. But this habit is going to be one that is conducted in imagination, and it's going to be in that house. It's going to be in that space with you doing whatever it is that proves to you, that confirms that your desire is fulfilled. Does that make sense? So let's say, for example, you wanted to live in that house. Perhaps a routine in that house could be that every single day you practice yoga for 10 minutes in the backyard. And you're going to commit to that with as much detail as you can. You're going to engage as many of your subjective senses as you can, and you're going to perform that activity for the time that you've given to it. And that's all you have to do. This is going to really strengthen your courage, your confidence in the process, and give your body of consciousness permission to do what it needs to do to prepare that mansion for you that it's going to come back and take you to. I really hope that makes sense. I don't want to go on about this too far. I just wanted to make it short and sweet. This is something that's going to help you. It can feel like you're walking a tightrope. The idea of if you take your attention off the thing you want for 1 second, it's going to disappear into a puff of smoke. That's the thing that's holding you back. That's the thing that's preventing your manifestation from showing up. So to help you, I want you to give yourself a task as the person you desire to be. Mentally do something as that person every single day and consummate the relationship that your body of consciousness has with that new state and your physical self. So I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. It really is powerful and effective. I want you to give it a try. And you can let me know how it goes if you like. I am getting messages from people. I'm trying to get back to you, even though I don't use Messenger. I'm making an exception, especially for new YouTube subscribers. But please share this information if you think that it will be of help to someone else. So if you are finding it difficult to live in the end, you're going to go to that space where you are the person you desire to be with your wish fulfilled and give yourself something to do. And you're going to take it seriously as though you were doing it in your physical body now, whatever the task may be. It doesn't have to last very long, but make it a routine. Treat it with respect. You are giving your body of consciousness permission to live there and then to come back and to take you to where that is, so then it becomes your natural expression of life. Have fun with this, enjoy it, enjoy growing in power and strength, and I look forward to seeing you in the next clip.